is up, closers? Welcome to a new episode of Who the Fuck Closed Last Night. Sitting here with the producer of our podcast for this episode, my daughter, Amelia Hallbrook. Amelia, say hi.
Hi.
Amelia had to listen to this entire episode before you heard it. She listened to it live. What did you think?
I don't know.
You don't know? Did you think it was funny?
Kind of.
Some parts?
Some parts.
Do you find your dad annoying?
Yes.
Awesome. Hopefully you guys don't find him annoying. This episode we're going to go over restaurant terms, their origins for some the origins we don't know, and give you some definitions on what it's like to experience those terms. We also want to talk about our new sponsor, Mile High Mixologists. These guys are incredible. Don't trust an old Joe with your event's mixology. Make it a craft cocktail affair. Mile High Mixology bartenders bring years of cocktail craftsmanship honed in Denver's most iconic cocktail bars. We don't just show up and serve. We bring professionalism and panache. You know what panache means, Millie? It's a fancy word for bringing the awesome. All right, we're going to get this started. Millie, tell them what they're listening to. I want you to say, welcome to
Who the fuck closed last night?
Yeah. Here we go. Here we are.
We're in it.
We're in it, dude. This is our first episode in the new podcast.
In the new studio. Well, new to us.
New to us.
I don't know this place. I should have asked.
Yeah. How long it's been?
It's
around?
it has a very new studio smell.
It does. Yeah, for sure. And we've got check this out. We got camera 1 here.
Oh, are you ready?
Hey guys, get ready for it. Oh shit. Camera 2. That's Jacob's camera right there. He's gonna look in your soul sometimes.
To fill the void of where I don't have one.
We got camera 3.
That's Chad.
That's me, right there, looking straight into you. Straight, directly into you. All right, we're back. Man, here we go. This is episode whatever of Who the Fuck Closed Last Night.
Episode.
I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on our capacity to edit some of the other ones that we've... What our time frame is. It's summertime. It's a summertime episode.
It is a summertime episode.
It's quite warm outside in Denver land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's heated up. Yeah, we got a cool one today, man. I think we've got we're gonna go over some topics of some phrases of the industry and their origins.
And I'm excited. This is all you. This is I got to get Chad to just do Chad did all the hard work for this one, and I just get to listen and comment on it, maybe. I don't know what I'm about to be told. I started to look at the notes earlier. I was like, I'm spoiling the information for myself.
Dude, I'm excited to go into this.
Yeah, but when we were talking about this, I was really excited about the the basic premise.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I'll kind of give the rundown of what we were talking about. If you're in the service industry, this is going to be really familiar information for you in terms of terms, right? There's a lot of interesting lingo, if you will, terminology that is used in the service industry. Every job has this sort of thing, but I think a lot of these, especially with TV shows and movies and all that sort of thing, and just how many people do, that are servers or cooks or something in high school and college. I've heard a lot of these terms get used throughout regular world as well, like regular world. I've just heard these terms used a lot with people outside of the industry, and I think it really is more of a cultural thing as far as I could see when we were first starting to talk about it. There's just a lot of situations where this gets applied to the rest of the world. And I know definitely people that are in the industry use these all the time.
Yeah.
You know, we were a long way away from talking about it because it's such a big deal, but the bear.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude.
A lot of people know about the bear. One of the things we're not going to talk about too soon.
Yes.
It's funny. You get asked about the bear at work
all the time. Like it's like a constant thing of. It's usually like regulars. Like, oh, do you watch that show?
I've watched the first season and it was traumatizing.
It was so traumatizing, dude.
Because it's.
But you're dead on. It's a lot of the.
Like, I don't want to watch a thing about how stressful my job
exactly.
is.
Like, I'm trying to de-stress, and this is stress. I feel like I went through a rush.
Yeah. And it's
after
not like
these
the Office. You know, that's like a humorous take, an exaggerated take,
right,
on what happens at office jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure some of the scenarios are surprisingly accurate for office people, but it is certainly absurd. Whereas,
dude,
I feel like they're just trying to show the gritty, scary nature of how intense the service industry world.
Yeah, some of the worst things. But some of those terms, you're dead on, because there are terms that started in the service industry that have now bled into the culture, like as a norm, and is like used across different different industries, different walks of life. And the bear is one of those where people are now probably
latched onto it.
Yeah, they're probably saying yes, chef, in bed. You know,
a great place to use it.
A great.
It works
place
for anyone.
It does. Yeah.
Sorry if that just hopped on some of what you've got in store for me here.
It didn't, man. Let's start with one. Actually,
let's jump into it.
Let's jump into it, man. Because the first one, the biggest one. This one's actually been in the news recently. The term 86th. Actually, 86. Jacob, I'll tell you what, we're going to say the term, and then I'm going to have you define it for us.
86?
Yeah.
Just what I think?
Yeah.
It's so funny because the first time I heard the term 86 was in this film called The Princess Diaries.
Really?
Yes. Let's see if I can remember. I did watch that movie a lot as a kid because we had it on DVD.
Oh, yeah.
There was a moment where, whatever the country they're from, what was it called? Genovia?
Oh, yeah.
This fictional world. And so the princess, Anne Hathaway, she asked the driver, she's like, can we 86 the flags? And the he's like, no, that's I'm butchering this quote. I'm butchering the representation of this film right now. She's like, these flags allow me to park anywhere. But she's stylistically, in the context of the show, she's like, can we 86 those flags?
Right.
Like, get rid of them. So that's just kind of, the basic thing is how you would use it in the restaurant would be, let's say me and Chad are working together and we sell cauliflower as an appetizer, and we have ran out of cauliflower for the evening, or the prepared version for the service. Chad would come up to me probably after I just took an order of cauliflower from 5 people. He'd say 86 cauliflower. So that would mean that the kitchen has received all the orders that they can make of that dish. So ideally that information would come right after they get the final order, or they have 2 left. Ideally you would know that it was coming if the operation is working perfectly, but that doesn't always happen. In a perfect world, when there's 5 left, 4 left, 3 left, sort of thing. And then at that point it's 86. So Chad would come up to me. The idea is everyone in the whole restaurant for a couple minutes, that's all they're talking about is 86 cauliflower, 86 cauliflower.
Yep.
We're done. And then that way the next guest that you're talking to, you would ideally not go up to your guest and say we're 86 cauliflower. That's more for the people at the restaurant to use.
Yes.
So you would say unfortunately tonight we're out of the cauliflower, looking at the menu in front of you, something like that. Yeah, that's how that term gets used.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It also gets used when you want to get rid of someone.
Totally, dude.
That if you've kicked someone out and told them that they're no longer welcome at that restaurant,
they're 86 from the restaurant.
Yeah, like how Chad's daughter that's producing for us today.
Yeah.
How Amelia always acts crazy at restaurants and gets kicked out, gets the whole family kicked out all the time.
Dude,
That's inaccurate.
She gets a couple of Sprites in her, and it's
He starts acting wild.
starts getting crazy.
Yeah, in that sort of scenario, which, like I said, happens incredibly frequently.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, but it's probably more so used at dive bars and stuff. You have
Sure.
a local alcoholic or something of that nature that is particularly problematic. We would not only say that you're kicked out for the night, we would say that guy's 86th.
Absolutely.
John is 86th. Everyone, you guys know who John is. Well, no more drinks for John. No more hanging out at the bar for John.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of thing.
He's 86th. He's gone.
Did I define that term?
I think you
I gave
nailed
an
it.
example.
You gave the perfect, because
It'd be terrible to read in the dictionary, that version. Like, this is just all example.
Yeah, no, it's because it is like everything from we're out of this to we need to get rid of this. We're going to 86 this, So the term, and it's come up in the news recently because people have started using the term 8646, or is he the 46th president? They've been using it about Trump, saying we need to 86 this guy. And recently, I think it was James Comey, the former, was he the FBI director? Look, this isn't a political show. I don't have to be accurate on that shit. He posted a retweet of 8646, and all these Republicans were saying, "You're saying that somebody needs to assassinate the president." And as you described, there's a myriad.
I just want to kick him out.
I just want to kick him out. Yeah, exactly. I just want him out of here. That's all that means to me. But it does have it has a like many of these terms, the where it came from isn't exactly completely clear. So this one has the most examples and most theories of where it came from. The first one being this one's pretty cool. There's this place called Chumley's Speakeasy back in the Prohibition era, and it was on 86 Bedford Street. So when the cops would show up to try to bust them, they would say 86 as a code to get everybody out the back door and to exit on from 86.
Oh, to go out the door that is on 86th.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think that's pretty cool, right? Yeah. And then the other one is it could have been a military code from World War II to mean elimination or disposal of a certain target, or removing a soldier from duty. Even just removing a soldier from duty and
get him off the field.
Exactly, 86 them. This one is a little weirder. So there was a Old West 86 proof liquor that we were talking about, people who get too drunk at the bar, and these days we would call it cutting them off.
Yeah.
Where we would have to be like, "Would you like some water?" But in the Old West, they'd be like, "This guy's getting a little rowdy.
Yeah.
Let's just give him a lower proof liquor."
Oh, an 86 proof. I know Old Forester. That's where I would bring up the Old Forester ad if we were sponsored. No, they have an 86 proof bourbon for sure. Then I think 86 proof is a common strength of dilution for especially American whiskeys. Mm-hmm. So I can see that being part of that as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
It's got to have what does 86 translate to proof-wise? It's just double, right? So it's...
Yeah.
Or half, so it's 43.5%, or that's just 43%.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it's still ever so slightly stronger than your average spirit nowadays. Because 40% is your typical dilution level.
Right.
It's really strong. I mean, alcohol distilled is what can be between 60 and 70% when it's in the barrel, especially with whiskey that's aging. On everything doesn't age, but
yeah.
I mean, moonshine and stuff that can be even higher, but you always dilute it down. That's a big part of what you're drinking, is enough water in there so that it still burns like hell, but it's not quite as, it's more palatable and on average. So
yeah,
a lot of stuff in the late 1800s, early 1900s, especially right pre-prohibition, especially with whiskeys, which was, bourbon whiskey is definitely going to have been one of the more common things because we make it in the U.S.
Absolutely.
A lot of it was at 100 proof.
Right.
which is 50%. So dropping it down all the way down to 43% for this guy.
He's getting a little rowdy.
He's getting rowdy. We'll cut him down a little bit. Come down a couple notches.
Yeah, which kind of doesn't seem like, like I can
No
kinda
high
see
gravity IPAs. We're going to cut this guy down to regular lagers.
Exactly.
Slow down a little bit.
Sober up, buddy. Exactly, dude. Well, and okay, you're really gonna love this one. I found this really funny. There was a shaving powder from the Old West called Old 86 powder.
Okay.
I'm an Old 86 man, Like I don't know how that correlates with like the 86 thing, but I'm an Old 86 man, Like I'm not.
I don't want 100. I don't want 50 powder. God damn it. I'm an 86 man. Is that where you're getting at?
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, that old brother where art.
You goddamn right. That old brother where art thou thing, man.
I don't want this pomade.
No.
God damn it.
I'm a
Dapper Dan man.
Exactly.
It's a geographical anomaly here. 2 weeks from anything.
Yeah. I can get you Old 86 powder, son. It's just going to take 2 weeks to get here.
The amount of times I just say that phrase at work, especially recently because it came up with a coworker.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want this pomade.
I'm Dapper Dan, man.
Me or Chad do not use pomade, by the way.
No.
That's a short-haired man's game.
It is, exactly. No, it would get too... I barely wash my hair. That has nothing to do with...
I washed today.
Did you wash today? It looks good.
It was that time.
Got a good leave-in conditioner.
That time of the quarter.
Exactly. So this one I feel like is probably the most accurate. It means, or it's the fact that when we're buried, you're buried in a plot that's 8 foot tall and 6 feet deep. It seems morbid, but you're 86 from this life.
Huh. That makes sense.
It does. Yeah, I think that one
Which one's first? Are there more on that list there?
Oh no,
because that would definitely be older. I don't know how long that exact measurement has been around.
Yeah.
I know at least as long as there's been any sort of infrastructure, as far as water lines and cities have to have a certain amount of, that's where you're burying people because it's definitely above the what do you call it? The water.
Yeah.
Water table.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I know 6 feet has something to do with trying to prevent diseases and stuff like that.
That's why.
But yeah, that whole thing. So that's probably where people got misconstrued about he wants Trump dead. Is 86.
Man, because 86. Yeah.
Could mean.
Yeah, especially I can imagine also with the military term. This is probably where you would be buried differently if you were buried at war.
Oh yeah,
but a proper at-home burial is going to be 6 feet deep, 8 feet long.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a width? Is there a standardized width?
But people.
I'm not saying you should have looked into that.
In my research,
yeah.
I should have checked out.
Yeah, that's what this episode's really about.
It is
now.
But the term now is used. Just like you were saying, it's so common that people use it. The first time I heard it was in the restaurant, and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? 86?" And it does seem like it's now become a commonly known phrase that if you say that to even somebody who's never worked in a restaurant,
they definitely know.
They're going to get it. Yeah. But back to the bear. We're going to talk about Yes Chef, because that phrase actually
is that all the 86 stuff?
It's all the 86.
I think there was another thing on there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, there was.
No, I only know that because that was the first phrase we were looking at.
It was,
and the best that I could come up with, because that was the one we actually did look at together.
That's right.
I felt like this one was the most. This one seemed to have the most oomph and likelihood of getting associated with at least with the modern American restaurant industry.
Yeah, the Walter Winchell.
Yeah.
The author who it was the 1890s. He was doing a story on soda jerks.
Yeah, and into the 1900s, right? He wrote for the something. It was like in New Jersey, New England, or New York or something.
Yeah,
He was covering
like restaurant culture and
yeah, he had a would be the equivalent of a service industry podcast now, but in the news.
He was the original Who the Fuck Closed Last Night back in the day. And it was like an article about soda jerks, which is a whole different culture that is also fed into bar culture, because I mean those sodas back then, they were
What's a soda jerk, Chad?
Yeah. So back in the day, they would you wouldn't just go to a convenience store and buy pop pre-made. You would have soda jerks who would make sundaes, but they would also make these handcrafted sodas where they would add the syrup, the soda water, and they were basically early mixologists. Yeah. They were also operating with the type of soda, the old school tincture stuff, where a doctor would sponsor a tincture that they would make into a soda.
Yeah.
So the original Coke, as many people know, has cocaine or had cocaine in it, and you would have opium and stuff like that. Dr. Pepper is actually another one. There was a Dr. Pepper that had this thing that was made by soda jerks that actually had stuff that kind of would get you a little fucked up.
Yeah. And I mean, that's where, having root beer floats comes in. These are guys that have all these tools, because they didn't have the convenience of modern technology where you just have the soda gun. They had these, probably the earliest forms of the soda, the CO2 gas, seltzer bottles, and things like that. So they were trying to mix it in such a way that it was palatable and enjoyable with the syrup and all that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Crazy,
dude. I wish that
soda
there was. There probably is some still out there. I would so go to a place.
If you're a soda jerk out there, still holding on to the old culture, please. I hope this reaches you.
Yeah, but I would love to interview a soda jerk.
So it was. 86 was associated with them. Did they have?
That was just that was their term that they would use when it was when they were out of stuff. So it was kind of him just almost pointing out that this was a phrase used. But then it comes to well, where the fuck did they come up with that idea? Which wasn't really explained by him. It was just this is a term.
Yeah, I remember looking in. I think we were together. We were trying to find the article itself and exist on there, but there was a lot of paywalls to get through.
Yeah,
to read that article
from
that we're not prepared to deal with yet.
Nope.
But they had a lot of terms, I believe. They had something that was, there was 84 for, it was very difficult to find what the article reflected without literally purchasing the access to the New Jersey Times archive thing.
And scroll through and everything. And it was they had their own type of culture. Even looking through this stuff, it's so cool to me and so interesting to me that there's so many facets of culture, be it military, be it lawyers or doctors, that will commonly start to use phrases in their regular day life that they use at their job, and how some of those come across into other segments of work life and culture in general. Military's been being the biggest one. When you get around, and I'm sure people feel like this sometimes when they're around industry folk, where they'll hear us just commonly use a phrase and they're like, "The fuck did you just say?" When you're around military people that are talking with each other, they will use phrases that go straight over your fucking head. Because they're able to communicate in almost a way that makes it almost a private conversation, which is cool to me, which is what we do as well in the industry. So anyways, back to the bear.
Yeah.
Yes, chef.
Yes.
Everybody's saying it.
Yes, chef.
Yes. Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Yes, chef. All right, so
it's important.
It's important. It was. We're going to keep going back to this because so many of these come from the French brigade system. A lot of these come from French dining culture and service culture. So this is the biggest one because this one actually has a very clear, a very clear origin.
Yeah.
So it was popularized by George August Exchefier. Exchefier.
I
ESC.
swear to God, are you telling me you talking about Escoffier right now, Chad?
Yeah, I am.
How dare you? Yes, it is Escoffier. I thought for a second that you were about to. let me just use these notes. I got you covered. No, Escoffier is definitely. What little I do know is definitely part of one of the progenitors. Am I using that word right?
I think so.
He sort of established, I know you mentioned it briefly, the French Brigade system and the system of kitchens and the organizational structure goes to, and I may be misinterpreting this exact part of it, but the haute cuisine, which is the fine dining, the very polished base level of restaurant culture in terms of how it's organized and what we associate with white tablecloth service, which has its roots going back to the way that caterers were taking care of royalty, primarily with like people coming in to the French and with French diplomats, like bringing people with them and their sort of house staff. That was sort of up to people like Escoffier, which is like what his time frame was, like late 1800s, early 1900s sort of thing. I'm talking about 100 plus years ago at this point, but not too old school. You know, as we get into more modern times where going out to a restaurant was a thing that you could, it wasn't just a poor people's bar and then royalty, right? Class system. You had more of a growing working class where you could establish restaurants for varying levels of income. And so that's sort of what I think Escoffier's influence there is part of the establishment of probably what you're about to get into.
You're dead on. Yeah, you're dead on. Thank you for...
Sorry if I stepped all over. That was, you were about to cover that.
No, I'm glad you... knew the pronunciation. Escoffier makes a lot more sense. The way I was going to pronounce it, because I was going to go on this whole rant, I thought it was Exchefier. And I was like, oh, he's got chef in his name.
That could, I mean, I don't know.
No, I think you're saying it correctly. I was going to go on this whole rant about, have you ever heard aptronyms, which are like people that like, their name sounds like what they do.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
which is super
I've never
common.
heard of that.
Well, it doesn't matter now because that doesn't. I'll just give you one. The president of Nintendo right now, his name is Doug Bowser. Perfect. He was born to do that job.
Do you think? Has he worked with Nintendo for a while? Or?
It's recent. It's like within the last 10 years that he like became president of Nintendo.
Doug Bowser.
That has nothing to do. See, this rant I shouldn't have even. Anyways.
Does he call his house Bowser's Castle? That's stupid. That was such a stupid joke.
If he doesn't have a dog named Peach, I mean, that he dresses up like a princess,
oh, that's good.
That would be shameful.
It's weird.
Anyways, yes, chef. It was used as a form of respect, as a response, and it was Escoffier who was the one who coined that term and would basically demand that his fellow cooks and chefs would use that as both a form of respect, but it was also a way to say that I heard you, that I am going to do what you just asked me to do, and then I'm going to follow through with it. So it was a very it was almost like us growing up in the South, where it was like when you say yes sir, or you don't say yeah, you don't say you say yes sir, yes ma'am, because you show other people respect. And in that kitchen, respect and the hierarchy was so important. So a subordinate would say yes chef to anybody that was above them in that pecking order in the kitchen. So it was super common. It was also used, or another example going back to the military is there's specific phrases that you use when you walk near another rank. So if it's an officer, then you're supposed to salute. And pardon me, anybody in the military, if I'm getting this fucking wrong. I have a very base level knowledge from working on a training film for the Army for a month. But I had to learn some of this because I was playing a first sergeant, and you had to know when to like salute a rank based off of their colors. God damn it! Sorry. But and I would have and if you saw a sergeant, you would not salute a sergeant. You would say morning sergeant. So you had all these responses that you had to pay respect to your higher ups, people that outranked. Superiors, yeah.
Your superiors.
Your superiors, baby.
Very.
So, yes,
Get
chef.
all over our pronunciations here, dude.
Exactly. So, yes, chef is that. It's like, I respect you as my superior. And I like saying it to all my chefs now.
Oh, yeah. All my chefs, everyone, the restaurant I'm at right now, it is interesting. I know you said we're going to have to go back to the bear a little bit. Mm-hmm. Because in that show, I know in pretty much the first or second episode, he says that he refers to all his chefs as chef. And I don't know, not that was the first time I experienced that in a restaurant, but I will say something that I've noticed from that show and the influence that it inevitably had on the current culture is that was immediately adopted en masse to everyone, because that makes sense that he just refers to everyone with respect, because in the context of the show, he was like, the idea is that everyone at the restaurant deserves respect. I know we've spoken about old and new guard when we were talking about some of the softer skills and some of the ways that people approach just the job in general and the skill sets around the industry. The old guard, sort of what would have come from that Escoffier, influenced French brigade system, where everyone did have the title of chef. You have your chef de cuisine, your saucier, your sous chef, your all those things, your garde manger, that sort of thing. All those different types of chefs. Sorry, I just got distracted for a second for no reason.
That's all right.
I know what I was talking about. It sort of did have that hierarchy that existed inside of the kitchen and in the restaurant as a whole, and it did create some of that old guard thing where, like, you're smart, I'm smart, you're dumb, I'm big, you're small, sort of thing, and that definitely influenced that hierarchical structure, which created old guard issues where people were just really shitty to each other all the time.
Yeah.
And I think it does sort of support the newer wave, the new guard sort of thought process of everyone in this space deserves respect. I mean, I know at the restaurant that I'm at, there is ultimately chef. Like, when we say chef wants this, we are talking about the chef owner, and he is the title chef. We do often say yes chef to each other when which is the other term for each other would be like herd, right?
You just led me into the next one, bro.
Yeah.
That's literally the next one.
There's a lot more people saying yes chef instead of just herd now.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the same quick version of I heard. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Instead of I got it.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. So it's and it actually it started being used in the 90s. Herd did, and it was directly related to Yes Chef. It was just a more casual form of Yes Chef, but it meant the same thing of, like, I heard what you're saying, I'm going to follow through with this. The information has actually reached my brain, and then it was used more in the front of the house, and then it started being adopted. This is one of those terms that, like, started spreading out to other industries. So you had all of a sudden theaters and film sets I do think that there's probably a correlation because there are so many actors and directors and aspiring filmmakers that work in the restaurants that they took that, because on set there's a similar thing that happens to on set and in theaters, similar thing that happens in restaurants where it's like, I need you to confirm that you actually heard this because this has to be done, like, and we need it done now, like not later, not when you remember it, like we need this done now. So heard started being used in theaters and film sets for that same reason of like, I need a light flown in to with a filter with a gel. This okay, cool, heard. It's funny to me that like you have to be so outside of the restaurant culture or theater culture or acting culture in general to hear somebody say heard and be like, huh, that's a weird thing to say. Because now we use it so commonly. Like I use it in my daily life all the time.
Yeah. The first time I heard was the first restaurant that I worked at.
Mm-hmm.
And which was a Zaxby's, which I've talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
And I was told, like, yeah, when you hear something, you say heard. But a lot of times we would have like a manager coming into the kitchen and telling us all something
mm-hmm.
at once, and we would all say heard, which definitely came from the Yes Chef thing, where a chef tells the entire kitchen something, and they all at the same time,
mm-hmm.
like they almost want. Some chefs want a like rhythmically dialed kitchen to be like, yes, chef, like at the same time. That is a huge thing that exists, especially in the finer dining world, where they want them so locked in that they're even saying yes, chef at the same time. We would kind of hit that note.
Yep.
Because as it turns out, that at least the Zaxby's I worked for, they were running a pretty tight ship. That doesn't reflect on me as the skill set. There was a good business owner. I do actually fuck with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
We'd all say heard, but I thought at the age of 16, I was like, oh, that's cool. I was associating it with like a herd of cattle for some reason.
Like I said, like as in we are a herd.
Herd, guys. We're a herd. Herd. Like some sort of weird like version
like mantra.
Hoorah, but like, which I thought was weird because we were saying herd, but we were at a chicken restaurant.
And there's no herds of chicken; they're flocks. It should have been
flocks. Yeah,
flock.
There is there's that herd of cattle that are telling you to eat more chicken.
Oh,
from Chick-fil-A,
man, and that herd
of cows, what they're not saying and what we are saying is fuck Chick-fil-A.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Look, and we know, hey guys on TikTok, I know that some of y'all get real upset when we say fuck Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, but
it cracks me up.
Yeah. I mean, fuck them. Fuck Chick-fil-A. And fuck you for getting so upset when we say that. Because whatever. Yeah. I guess really I thought I was going to go into a deeper rant there, but I don't even have anything for them.
Well, and here's
actually, please keep telling us.
Because that's the thing. When you get mad at us for saying fuck Chick-fil-A, and you comment about us saying fuck Chick-fil-A, the algorithm says you should watch this video, and more of you watch it and get more upset.
Yeah,
and we get more views, and I love it. And you know what? Fuck Chick-fil-A doesn't even have to be. When I get out of Red Rocks. And I've been doing mushrooms all night, sorry daughter. And I see that Chick-fil-A. I'm like, oh fuck Chick-fil-A. Fuck Chick-fil-A. Fucking it's Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And I'm real happy. So anyways.
Yeah, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
Don't get us twisted.
Yeah.
I'll get a hold of some of that Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh God, that Chick-fil-A sauce.
But I never want it till Sunday. So
Nope, so
you
fuck
know,
'em.
that's so fuck them.
Yeah, that's why our thoughts.
Yeah.
on
Also, they're like homophobes.
Yeah, so
probably.
yeah, I know it's franchised.
There's some of them that
some
are
of them are not,
homophobes.
but there's some that are. And
Yeah, the
there's some
thing
that
is, I
don't
do have a
accept-
lot of respect for how they run their franchising element of their business.
Oh, bro.
But even the fact that they're a restaurant that has, or they're a fast food chain that has it figured out, for that reason, fuck 'em.
fuck them, dude. Yeah,
So many reasons.
so many reasons.
All
to-
right, Chad,
anyways.
before you go on,
Yeah, tell me.
I need to take a bathroom break.
Oh, dude, we have the technology
We
to
can
pause.
we can pause and
Yeah.
edit. And this is gonna be we have time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Nice bathrooms, right? It's a great studio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
beautiful.
think the
bathrooms.
women's had a keypad on it,
Oh, did it?
but the men's didn't.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I can see a million good reasons for that.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
That's
for my personal view on society as a whole.
Yeah.
But I was like, thank God. Because I saw their keypad. I was like, oh no,
I'm gonna have to get it.
am I about to need a code? And I was like, oh man.
Oh no,
not
I
the
can go right
men's.
in.
That's fine.
That's easy. Yeah. Yeah, we're totally fine.
Making the world more accessible for men at all times
That's
is what the world is constantly doing.
that's right. That's right. Yeah. I mean, hey,
Jesus.
two white guys with a podcast. What can we say?
Oh my God.
We got all
What
kinds
was
of
that
accents.
bartender's name?
Oh, my
Should we, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to
No, we're
promote
not.
her.
No, we're not going to promote her. No.
Yeah,
No, fuck that.
jeez.
Yeah, that
I
was
ain't gonna say
Lay's.
the bar she was at.
Yeah.
I thought that was a little rude, personally.
I thought it was a little rude too.
I mean, I wasn't offended.
No. Yeah, it was kind of funny too. Yeah.
It was. I mean, we deserved to
we
hear that.
definitely deserve to hear that. Well, let's jump back in, man. We got these the next
Heard.
phrase up. Heard. There we go. We're back at it. Next one we're gonna talk about is in the weeds, a term that let's go back to you, man. Give me the definition of
In the weeds?
what does it mean to be
Oh
in the
my
weeds.
God. It's so funny. The term in the weeds is you're fucking busy. You're behind. You've got a lot of stuff to do, and it should have been done 5 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one thing where this creates. I'm going to go off on a little tangent here.
Do it.
All right, because I've heard people that have jobs that require a lot of, let's say, like administrative needs. You know, you have a lot of emails to send and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen people like stressed out at a desk and they're like, I have a lot of shit to do right now. It's like, I'm like, but like, when does that person actually need that email? They're like, oh, this all needs. I have so much stuff I got to get done this week, and it's like I understand the stress level, but there's such a valley between I need to get all this stuff done this week to I need to get shit done like right now. You have 5 tables, 10 tables, depending on the type of place you're at, and people do not have water in their glasses. There's a plate of food going to table 4, and you need to reset their silverware because someone took all their silverware and plates away. They need share plates. Someone's walking the food to the table. You need to ring in drinks for table 2. Oh, shit, table 2 just drank the rest of their water because they don't have drinks right now because you haven't rang them in on time. And then there's drinks in the window from the bar for another table that they're calling you. They're like, hey, can I get hands right now? And then the chef across the way is calling for other food hands. And there's no silverware at all because it needs to be polished. And everyone in the restaurant is in the weeds. Like that is, and there's a bunch, like I said, a bunch of shit that should have gotten done 5 minutes ago that needs, that you're having to do right now.
Like immediately. Yeah.
Ideally, one would never be in the weeds.
Ideally, but it is one of those things where
But you're not like, whoa, I'm so swamped.
Yeah.
You're not swamped. Your life's not on the line. It's very you're really stressed out. You have a lot of stuff to get done right now.
yes, yeah, dude, and it's like
That's the weeds.
That's the weeds, man. And like living in the weeds it's one of those things that I have nightmares about, literal nightmares.
Oh, sewer nightmares, dude.
Oh, dude, and it's always, excuse me, It's
Stop
always. You stop it.
I hate when you do that.
Sorry. It's always my nightmare is always that where it's like I know what I have to do, but then I can't get it done because this table is holding me back and they won't stop talking or deciding, and then I'll like turn and be like going to run food, but the food isn't there or somebody ran it to the wrong table, and it's this endless cycle of all the worst times I've been in the weeds in a literal nightmare.
And you keep getting
I just
sat.
keep getting sat, and it's a circle. And shit, dude, I got in the weeds last night. We had we were 86th, so working at Postino. We got the board and bottle. I can't say check it out, but if you want to check it out, that's fine.
Check it out with
rules. Yeah, but
Oh yeah, they exist.
They exist. Yeah.
That's a deal that
it's
exists.
a deal exists there, where you get a board bruschetta and a bottle of wine. And we were 86th, our top 5 most popular bruschettas last night. And that made it to where every single person that I went to, who I had already given the specials to, and they were ready to order, and I had a 14 top, a 12 top, 2 7 tops, every single one of them. When I would go to take their order, I would have to tell them that 2 of the bruschetta that they wanted, I didn't have. And then they would take an extra, what felt like 5 minutes, but I'm sure was like 30 seconds, just looking at the menu for 14 people at a time. And I was deep in the weeds and not having a good time at all.
Because they just like couldn't decide because they had new information.
It was, bro, I was so frustrated, and I was like, but like you learn getting in the weeds after you've done it for years that you just relax. It's gonna be over. It's gonna end.
In that case, it is just bruschetta.
It is just, we're talking about cheese and bread, baby. That's it. It's not that
But
deep.
boy, is it stressful in that moment.
But man, does it suck in that moment. Yeah, dude.
I mean, really, I've noticed the game is getting. You let yourself get that feeling of being in the weeds before you're actually in the weeds. You get that fire lit underneath your ass before it actually happens, so that don't stress yourself out early.
No,
But
yeah.
I've noticed that you're like, no. I'm trying to not get in the weeds right now.
Yeah.
Because, when you get to a certain level, especially some of the places I've been fortunate or misfortunate enough to work at, it's like the level of expectation, and hopefully, like ideally, especially when you're spending a shit ton on a meal, right? As the person providing that service, you're like, this is just so, it's different than working at, say, like, I don't want to disparage anyone because every restaurant job is hard, but some of them have a little lower pressure. I'll say like a dive, like a pub food sort of thing, a little Irish pub where it's like burger and fries and a Guinness sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
you really just kind of want to order your burger and whatever. It's going to come in a basket, that sort of thing. When it's a higher level of just money being spent, the pressure is you're trying to make it fucking perfect, and like your performance as an individual on that team is not perfection. They understand you're human, but it's like hey, look, because we have this thing where we will not drop food on the table if it's not set and all the people aren't there. So we'll have like a server walking around with an appetizer because there's a 4 top at table 98 and seat 1 is waiting to come back to the bathroom, or there's not silverware set there yet, so they'll like take a beat, walk around, and like find someone and be like, you have to put silverware right now. I have this hot food. Like, we got to do this. We will not present that without that, which I like working in that environment level of service, but it is also like, by the way, someone needs to get this done because this food is getting cold right now. That's in the weeds.
That's
It
in
sort of
there.
it should have already been done,
Bro. Oh, dude, it's a crazy feeling. So origin.
Yeah, where did
Let's talk about where it came
where did
from.
in the weeds come from?
First off,
Weeded.
it is it's one of these terms that is it definitely originated in restaurants, but it has bled into to all culture, whether it's like journalists talking about getting into the weeds of a story or like politics, getting the weeds of an issue. Lawyers will talk about getting into the weeds of their work. There's so many people that will use that term, like you said, where we don't feel like it has the direct, immediate feeling of being in the weeds, but people use it super commonly in other areas now.
Yeah, I just feel like a lawyer has a little bit more time
than the 5 minutes that we have. Exactly, dude.
I'm not saying what they do isn't important.
Right.
It's just, come on. It's not like someone's water needs to be filled right now, per se. I'm sure you have a lot on your docket.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, dude. So, yeah, one of the possible theories, is it literally talking about, like, getting tangled up in the weeds. But it seems to be an American term that came from the colonial times, where workers, actually, when I say workers, let's be honest, it's the colonial times, when slaves would be working tirelessly in rice fields, often like weeding them and literally being in the weeds, feeling like that's never going to end. That's a type of urgency that would end like like an unending struggle. That like I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds very similar. Not to like
compare the plot of. Yeah, I personally wouldn't compare.
Don't want to do that at all. Yeah, but
being a bartender in modern times and being
a slave in the colonial times, no, absolutely not the same. Yeah. Not the same. But
yeah, being a slave was way easier. No. I'm sorry. Did I get that? I misunderstood what you meant.
Yeah, it was. The opposite is what you meant. I get that.
No, yeah. I don't know what it was like.
It's terrible. Yeah, horrible.
Our entire premise.
Yeah.
Now it seems completely useless to talk about. Fuck it.
No, dude. Yeah. Apparently. Man, dude. So yeah, that's where it came from. Here's a lighter one. On the fly. Which, what does that mean, Jacob?
On the fly? On the fly in restaurants is a term that directly references David Cronenberg's film The Fly with Jeff Goldblum.
Great film.
And anyone that says otherwise does not know a single thing about working in the restaurant and service industry. Because it is referencing the moment where he was becoming the Fly, but he was just really awesome for a little bit.
Yeah, he was sexy.
Yeah, he was like just
strong.
Yeah, he was fucking.
Yeah.
He was just cool.
Yeah.
Sorry. He was just he was just awesome. He just could do backflips and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the fly just means this is fucking awesome right now, but it's not going to be for a while. No, that is is that right?
That's nailed it. Yeah.
No, on the fly means right the fuck now. Mm-hmm. Or as soon as possible, please.
Yes.
I need that flying.
Yeah.
I need that as in table 4. For some reason I thought brunch. Brunch seems like it would have
a lot.
Yeah, I need the pancakes to fly to table 4 because they have their bacon and eggs.
Yeah.
So, like, in a perfect world, there is a plate already on the table, and the kitchen is just throwing the pancakes, and they're just flying. That would be the most ideal situation when you need something on the fly. Is they literally just, pow!
Yeah, and just straight on the plate. And,
Yeah.
And honestly, when you hear the term on the fly, 90% of the time, it's a server or bartender that fucked up and forgot to put something in. But we do always blame it on the kitchen. For sure.
No, you're still there. I don't do that anymore.
You're above that now? You'll be like,
I can't do it with sincerity.
Yeah. Oh, I can.
No, but it makes it when I do, I'm able to be more authentic because from time to time the kitchen does fuck up. Sure. And I get to be like, listen, you might not believe me because a lot of servers would say it's the kitchen's fault, but it is Eric's fault. Like, I'm like, boy, because we have an open face kitchen, so I'm like, it is the guy over there's fault.
That guy right there?
You want to talk to him?
Yeah.
But, of course, it comes
Yeah.
with, like, I'll be honest. I did it the other night. I just totally misunderstood. This guy, I serve, he is one of the managers for one of the major sports teams in Denver.
Oh.
And I have the opportunity to serve him. He is a reasonably kind fella.
Mm-hmm.
But he ordered the New York strip, but he meant the taco that's New York strip and not the, like, entire entree. I just totally thought he just asked for the New York strip, and
Yeah.
I just served him a steak.
Yeah.
Which this particular guy, I think he was able to afford the difference, and it didn't seem to give much of a shit. I said, damn, dude, I totally thought you meant the New York strip, the steak. He was like, well, I think I said New York strip out loud. I don't think I said taco. I was like, well, the only thing on the menu that says New York strip is the taco.
Yeah.
The steak says carne asada. So that's on me.
That's actually, yeah.
I'll say, but you can just have the margarita on me. that was how that whole thing. But I didn't need that on the fly. But
Right.
yeah, there's I got a little off topic there for
Yeah.
a second.
Oh,
Just talking
yeah.
about a mistake I made.
Yeah.
But on the fly is often just a server made a mistake.
Yep.
Although, if a server is asking for it on the fly, because if the kitchen's asking for, like, if the chef is asking for something on the fly, it might be. It could. There's so many scenarios.
There's so many different
right? It could be like
scenarios,
the steak was sent back, so I need that on the fly.
You mentioned brunch. I mean, brunch gets on the fly all the time because somebody's like not happy with how their eggs were done because
Yeah.
they want it done such a specific way.
Yeah, but it is bump up the priority right now for one reason or another.
Exactly.
I mean, in any person in a production role, say a bartender, you get like a verbal ticket or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say a good worker is like, oh, okay,
Yep.
yeah, chef,
Yeah.
heard.
Exactly. And I'm on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I'm in the weeds right now. Give me a second.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, dude.
it's I'll make that right now.
Exactly.
It does. It bumps it up in priority, especially you've been in a management role a lot of times. That's where that management role really comes in.
Oh, yeah.
Is they're the person that should be saying on the fly because they're the one getting the information, right? The server should keep serving the table.
Oh,
That way
yeah.
That
Demanding something on the fly as a server especially of the kitchen without
Yeah.
talking to, like, you're probably trying to cover up your mistakes.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be doing that. Like,
I would say that's either an indication of a structure system at the restaurant that's not working as effectively as possible, or it's the result of a server that needs to get their shit together.
Exactly. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, the origin's pretty cool because it does, to me, have the same feeling. Where the origin came from the mid 1800s, specifically from baseball. So when, in baseball, when somebody hits the ball in your direction, you need to try to catch it before it hits the ground. So that sense of immediate urgency that something's happening right now, and I need to catch it before it drops.
Oh, like a pop fly, a fly ball.
Like a pop fly.
Oh, nice.
It feels very visceral.
That's on the fly.
Because that's on the fly.
Are you saying that's where it came from?
That's exactly where it came from. It's pretty cool, right?
That's baseball, baby.
That's
my
baseball.
God.
So, yeah, I loved that one, man.
That's not the team that the guy operates. I wouldn't
Yeah.
even speak of him because as a citizen of Denver right now, the Colorado Rockies are quantifiably the worst team ever.
Historically. Yeah.
Right now.
Yep.
As we're recording this podcast, they are
People are still...
on paper the worst team ever by statistics.
Yeah. People are still going to the fucking games.
It's one of the cheapest
Tickets.
you can buy.
Yeah. It's like a really cheap thing to do on any day of the week.
Yeah, because
Because they suck so fucking bad.
No, I think I'm not even that big of a baseball guy. I'm more of a fan of them now because I'm like, oh, we got the actual worst team ever.
This is
No, I think I
historic.
saw an article that's, I don't know why. Sports stats are incredible because they can twist them in any way.
Sure.
But they were like, if you took the whole team and replaced them with the 9 worst pitchers in the league,
Yeah.
just the whole team's pitchers.
Yeah.
All the stats of the worst other pitchers in the league, because the worst pitcher in the league is our starting pitcher.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
But the eight guys above him,
Mm-hmm.
you would have more likelihood of winning with the team being made of just pitchers.
Oh yeah. Holy shit.
Like the pitchers of other teams, even
Playing-
like the back, like the bench warmers
Yeah.
of the other teams, have a higher likelihood of catching balls and getting outs and hitting, scoring hits on
Then-
any other team in the
Oh
league
my God.
than the current team that exists right now.
It's incredible. That's incredible.
And pitchers are notoriously like only good at pitching and
Yeah.
nothing right. Did I get that right?
Dude, I think. Oh, yes,
They don't know how to do
absolutely.
shit
They don't
other
know
than
other than
pitch.
pitch. That usually there's a couple other examples, but it's rare that
yeah,
happens.
especially if they were like the third string or fourth string
Oh,
pitcher
absolutely.
out on some other random
Yeah.
team.
Baseball is also like a very low scoring game normally, but right now you can go to a Rockies game and see a 20-point blowout.
Oh, yeah.
Against your team.
No, that's what's great about people that live in Denver but are fans of other teams.
Oh, you get to
like,
see-
dude, you can go get you a cheap ticket.
Yeah.
You got extra money for beer and hot dogs. You can watch your team whoop up.
Yeah, dude. You could
On the Rockies,
You could
dude.
see 10 home runs in a
I
game.
mean, I think it's by design a great idea because we do have one of the most beautiful views from any field
Incredible
in the country.
stadium. Incredible.
Yeah, you
stadium.
can see the actual Rockies.
Yeah.
Which are also better at baseball than the guys on the team.
Yep. Yeah. Yes. Just a rock could hit better than this.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, man. Well, dude, fuck. Good on you, Rockies. You'll get better. There's only up from here.
I say
You're
I
gonna-
say
you're
keep
gonna
going.
do-
I say keep going.
Yeah. See if you can top it next year.
No,
Be
man.
worse.
Keep it's still $1 billion franchise,
Oh,
Chad.
it is absolutely.
Which I guess is low for baseball.
I guess so. Yeah, I think they pay like crazy.
Yeah, go Rockies.
Go Rockies, baby.
Keep on losing, man. I
right.
love an underdog story.
So there's a bunch. I'm going to just list some of these terms that have no clear origin at all. There's the term all day, meaning something I need this amount of items in the kitchen. Like I need 4 burgers all day.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I need this exact amount. Behind has no origin story.
Ooh,
That's
safety
just
words.
Safety words,
I'm
baby.
big on safety words,
I love safety words. You got to be using your fucking safety words.
especially behind a bar or in a kitchen.
Oh, come on, man. You could hurt somebody. Like straight up.
Oh yeah,
Like
or
or
say yeah.
cause somebody to spill stuff.
I've gone to using I say I'm right here, which I think isn't that effective because I am assuming that someone has spatial awareness of their
hearing?
Yeah, of their hearing,
Surrounding.
and that's super non-inclusive of me. I think.
But and I come on, I'm right here.
I like hitting people with the "I'm on your side,"
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
and then I'll put my hand on their shoulder.
little
It's like I'm on your side, both physically and
and
emotionally.
emotionally, I'm on your side, buddy.
I'm on your side, man. And I always will be.
I love that, man. This is my favorite of the no clear origin stories because it's campers, and the only thing I could find on it was it's usually said in a tone that implies worse than Hitler. Campers, and that's exactly how it's said. It's campers are people that you want to talk about not having any awareness, that will sit at a table for hours not ordering a goddamn thing, and it causes the wait list to go longer. It causes your server to hate you. There are exceptions. There's places you can do it. You can do it at like a sports bar. If you're at a sports bar, make it through the entire game, bro. Hell, if you're watching like
The Rockies
the
lose.
Rockies lose, that's a long game. You're going to be there for 3 hours. Totally fine. But
You
if
just gotta
you're-
keep ordering.
yeah, just keep ordering.
Just keep
Yeah.
ordering, man.
Yeah.
You-
But campers are
Yeah.
hated in our
in our industry,
Industry.
especially. Well, I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, I'd say the U.S. To my understanding, the U.S. as a whole has more of a culture of turnover because we're working for tips. So the importance is really how many people I can serve in one chair in one night,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So that's certainly, and you have a lot of people that are fortunate enough to travel internationally And so let's say you go to Italy, they're not working for tips in Italy at a restaurant. So they really welcome culturally for you to come and sit all night. If anything, it's like almost rude in certain areas or certain restaurants, certain communities. Like it's considered like the idea is you come and you dine all night. That's what you're here for. That's what going out is going out and chilling all night long. I think Spain has sort of a culture of that as well. Or I know pubs in the UK and Scotland and Ireland, it's very common. Like you're here for the evening. This is what we're doing tonight.
Yep.
Whereas, and you've noticed, especially post-COVID, people have started implementing, restaurants have begun to implement time limits to avoid that because of the necessity of the restaurant to be successful requires, this group of 4 is here for 2 hours. This group of 6 is here for 2.5 hours. This one person at the bar. Bar is usually a little bit different because people usually they're either going to sit there and drink and eat, or they're going to go. There's not a whole lot of like sitting and talking. It happens.
It does.
But the idea is you're either continuing to spend money or you're getting out of there and either going home or somewhere else. In American culture, specifically, I should say. So campers is probably really stateside.
Oh, it's definitely. Sorry, that button stuck for a second. It's definitely like specifically an American term, which does, even though there's no origin for that term, it leads me into. We're gonna go.
You're camping.
We're gonna do two more of these origin things, but this one, it leads me right into this one, which is turning tables, or the old turn and burn.
That's a whole style of service.
Whole style of service.
Tostino's a lot like that.
It definitely is, and it's an American style of service.
Yeah,
its origins are from
think
America.
coffee shop, diners.
Yeah, you're
that
trying
sort of
to
thing.
you're trying to
Get them in, get them out.
Exactly.
Those places where you order your food and right when the food comes, like you order everything at once and you get the bill with your food, sort of thing.
Exactly.
Or they might just like literally have 2 copies of the bill, the little like 2. It's got the imprint paper and they're writing it.
Yep.
Those sort of style places, which that's more of a diner thing. Like they do it. They do the math right there. They give you the ticket and they go. So you guys need anything else? Cool. Here you go.
There you go. And then you go pay at the front. Yeah, exactly. And it's or even like there's even when there's like the kind of that middle ground too, where it's like you'll have places. I would think of like your Applebee's, your Chili's, stuff like that, where somebody is going to come in and do like 3-4 courses, but not 3-4 courses, about 3 courses. But like right when they're giving you that dessert, they're like dropping a ticket, and that server usually has your ticket already printed out, ready to go, because that's the business model, is like trying to turn those tables. And it came about in America in the late 19th and early 20th centuries because there was a rise in the middle class and a change in dining habits. So all of a sudden people were able to afford to go out. But
more people.
Restaurants were we have more people, so we have to figure out ways
to
these tables, maximize. Baby. Yeah, we're going to try to maximize.
Get them turned and burned. Yeah, I mean, I know the restaurant I work at is very turn oriented. I mean, we'll refer to the different parts of the night, and this is common as well, as restaurant turns, where especially with a more dinner oriented place and you have reservations, we're open 3 to 11, so we'll have sometimes even it's usually about 2 hours across the restaurant. So if we were fully booked on a night, you have 3 o'clock, and then right around 5:30 you've got a turn, which means the whole there's about to be the whole restaurant's going to have new tables. So 5:05 to 5:15, that's all the drinks are coming for the whole restaurant, and then at 7:30. And then sometimes even at 9:30. That's every 2.5 hours. There's a full restaurant turn, which is if you're successful doing 3 or 4 turns in a night for pretty much any restaurant is crazy work if you're flipping them like that. Turning and burning, flipping. I guess would be the flipping a table.
Flipping a table.
You're not actually flipping it, but you're the people are getting up. You're clearing it. You're cleaning it. It's ready for more people to sit down. You have to flip it quickly.
Exactly.
So turn it, flip it.
Keep them coming.
Bop it.
Exactly.
Twist it.
Exactly. Yeah. And there's strategies. There's so many strategies, and it's specific to each restaurant. But like there's strategies for it to work. You have to have an efficient staff training to like what you guys have, where it's like, look, this turn's coming. We know when the turn's coming. What I also loved was it's like optimizing the layout of and flow of your restaurant, both so that you're maximizing the space, but so that your servers can operate, server and bartenders can operate smoothly in that environment and turn tables quicker. Utilizing technology is a newer one, where with these toast tablets really expedite a lot of back and forth that we used to have to do of writing, old school, writing a ticket and then giving it to the kitchen or bartender. The newer thing of writing it down, waiting in line at a POS system, well, that's all been now we're in an age where we can write at the table. As soon as you say your order, that thing's off to the kitchen, baby.
Yeah, I mean, you guys really utilize that at Postino, where every server has their own little POS thing right there, and they have access to everyone else's tables.
Yep.
So you can just
boom.
Someone grabs you. Hey, excuse me, can I get another glass of wine? Yes, you can. You can. That's seat 4. Boom,
Yep.
boom.
Absolutely. Oh man, it's going.
Yeah, it's going.
I remember when we first rolled it out.
I was there during that time.
Yeah, and we were all amazed that you could enter in a drink order, be taking the food order, and then somebody was coming up with those drinks before you even finish that conversation. Smooth. And people are always impressed with it.
Yeah.
But what they don't know is we were actually just expediting this thing so we can flip this table, turn this table and get it going. And this one also was really interesting. Menu engineering, offering dishes that are popular but also efficient. So knowing what dishes are going to be popular, but making sure that specific dish is not going to take 45 minutes to get to the table.
Yeah.
Again, that depends on the restaurant. But, I mean, do you guys have systems because you guys have systems where you want stuff out at a specific time?
We actually have a very, I don't want to say inefficient, because that would be super inaccurate. We take an approach that puts a lot of power in the server's hands and requires the skill set of the individual. So we have the perfect amount of time that each dish should take, right? So you'll have dishes that should take 3 to 5 minutes and dishes that take 25 minutes. And we are responsible for understanding that. And so you bring it in the time frame by watching the table. So if someone wants guacamole, which is them putting guacamole and chips on a plate and bringing it to the table, that's going to happen really quickly. Whereas a roasted chicken, it's going to take 30 minutes to cook. So if someone has ordered guacamole, and then it also kind of, as you go down our menu, things tend to take a little longer. So if someone's getting 4 courses, which is pretty common, 4 dishes, and they have different fire times, you are responsible for thinking backwards and okay, they're this far into their course that they just got. So in 30 minutes, they're going to need their chicken. So I'm going to send the chicken right now. And this other thing that's going to be 10 minutes. Well, I'm going to send that in now as well. My approach is to try to take the order in such a way that I know if I hit it just right, I can ring it all in at the same time and it just flows out. But obviously, if someone's eating really slow that first course and they're talking a lot, I'm fortunate at our bar, I don't have those time frames, whereas our tables do. But yeah, you're pacing it out, which is, it's the same in a lot of places too, especially more fine dining places where there's multiple courses. A lot of places will use a fire system where you've probably noticed it dining out before, where a lot of places they really encourage, or they'll just say something along the lines of, we take the full order all at once. Then it's very much so, that is so the server now in their hands. However, they're sending the system. I sort of described our system from a work standpoint, but a lot of places also do that. And then you just send the whole ticket to the kitchen, and then it's listed by courses. Literally has course 1, course 2, course 3, course 4 on a ticket for that the kitchen has. So they know how much they're kind of making that decision. They're looking at how long has it been? They're probably about steak ready, but then you send a fire ticket, which is fire. That's another term. I'm not sure if that's on our list or not.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, firing a course, fire those now.
Yes.
That means wherever that might come from. It's, fire it, meaning you use fire to cook things.
Right.
I would say that's probably the origin.
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Start cooking that
Exactly,
right now. Because
yeah.
if it takes 10 minutes and I need it in 10 minutes, well, you need to start cooking that right now.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So a lot of these strategies. So it's been so interesting going into these because it is like a lot of it's French inspired by our style of services that we see, even like down to the rail. I've got people used to say I have a full rail, meaning I've got a full rail of tickets, and it's a literal rail.
Oh yeah, a little
with
ticket
tickets.
rail.
Yeah, exactly. Which those have started to go away because of things like Toast and stuff like that. But
we
the
still
term's
use
still
paper
that.
tickets.
Oh, do you really? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
well,
that's
they're sent in digitally, but they print physically.
yeah.
So
That's a French thing. That's like it was like a French household thing where you would have these rails that you would put your utensils and like cooking tools on, and it was seen as like a prized part of your kitchen where you would show kind of your status of like having this finely
how nice
created.
your shit is.
Yeah, it's created by a blacksmith that
Nice
only
rail.
makes rails, and then it like became an efficient thing to use in America for when these like new kitchens came up. It was like, oh, we have all this stainless steel, that rail thing that they do in France. Let's do that, and then we can put these pieces of paper to know where we are in our service.
Yeah.
So it's been cool to like see all that. I'm gonna do one more term, and then I'm just gonna give you something that I think is very funny.
We haven't hit all the terms yet.
No, dude, we're
just scratching the
we're
surface.
scratching the surface. I've skipped so many. We're gonna go with another one. That's
we're not running out of time, are we, Chad?
what is it, Millie, producer?
We got time.
What is that? What does that say up top? The counting clock. Yeah,
How long we at?
the blue thing.
36 minutes.
Oh,
Okay,
that's probably
we did
since we came
39.
back, huh?
Yeah, 39.
Oh,
plus
we're
this.
running long here for
We're
the
running
episode.
long.
Huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
We got a lot to talk about.
Dude, we got, and
We can save some.
we can
if you
save
got
some.
some stuff to save there,
we got
hit
more.
me with two more.
I'm gonna hit you with two more. Okay,
Let's
so
run through it.
This is another French one, or the term came from the French, and it's the good old chaser. The good old
The chaser.
The chaser, man.
Straight No Chaser is how I like it.
Straight
which
No
I think is
Chaser.
also a popular a cappella group.
Oh, are they booze inspired? Or do they do it like old school, like barbershop quartet style?
I think it's a quartet of men.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they're not that popular. They're popular in my eyes.
Yeah. Well, if they're not popular, we could probably use them for the podcast.
Straight No Chaser.
Straight No Chaser would be.
That means you like
Isn't
doing
it
your
not?
shots without a chaser,
Exactly,
which is how I do it because I
am a man.
No, God. I do identify as a man,
Uh-huh.
but I like to do straight no chaser. I like to do straight no chaser because I, when I'm drinking, hate myself. And think I deserve the burn. No, it is there is probably some sort of ingrained toxic masculinity in being able to handle the shots.
Handle my
I can
whiskey.
handle my whiskey
Don't
straight.
worry. Give it straight to the gullet.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
No, chasers make your life way easier when you're drinking
Yeah.
hard alcohol
Yeah.
because you can have, let's say you're doing vodka
Oh.
shots, which I don't personally recommend.
No.
But
Yeah.
whatever shot you're doing.
Get a
you
little
chase
soda
it-
back.
Yeah. Soda, pineapple juice,
Yeah. Pickle
orange
juice
pickle juice.
and whiskey. Wonderful.
pickle.
Wonderful.
I've got a pickle beer shirt on right now.
Oh yeah.
Donna's pickle beer?
That was delicious. That
I don't
was
know
really
where
good.
you can get Donna's pickle beer, and I would never recommend. I would never tell you where you should buy it.
Right. Right.
I also don't know. I know it's new to
I-
Colorado. We went to a Donna's pickle beer party,
It was really fun.
and the guy gave me a shirt, and that's what I'm wearing right now.
There we go. Yeah.
So Donna's pickle beer, you could sponsor us. We don't have it. We're sponsor free currently,
yeah. Come
but
on. But man,
it's a beer that you can buy that tastes like pickle.
dude, it tastes like pickle
It
juice.
tastes like beer and pickle juice at the same time.
Yeah.
I think pickles, juice, and booze go pretty well together.
They're delicious. In fact, if you ever, one of the first pickle beers was a Minute Maid pickle beer at Martin House.
Down
at
I was
Fort
like,
Worth.
wait, did Minute Maid make beer?
Minute Maid paired with this brewery, Martin House in Fort Worth.
Oh, shit.
They have a very delicious. Now they have flavors. They've got the Kool-Aid flavor and the spicy pickle flavor. Both are real good. Let me tell you something. When you do a shot of whiskey of
A
Jameson,
pickleback's a big
yeah,
thing.
Pickleback's great, and if you shotgun that pickle beer, delicious. And because there's so many electrolytes, real hard to get a hangover on.
Yeah, it's I noticed. So in Denver,
Mhm.
our lovely town that we live in, I don't know if it's a bigger thing everywhere but Birmingham. Maybe I didn't drink at the right spots in Birmingham. I didn't know that having pride of the quality and deliciousness of your pickle shot,
Oh yeah.
because there's a lot of pickle shots where it's just they'll mix the pickle whatever back with vodka or tequila or something, usually vodka, because it
It's
just
easy
it doesn't impart additional flavors.
Mm-hmm.
I had a really awesome experience one time where I think I was working on Postino.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of my more. God, this story could go for a while. I'm gonna make it quick. I thought they were just picklebacks.
Uh-huh.
Like, I thought it was just pickle juice, but they were pickle shots. And I can't believe these bartenders in Denver were letting me do this. But I was doing wanted to get drunk.
Yeah.
So I was doing double shots of Jameson with what I thought were picklebacks, but were pickle shots.
See.
And then I was doing a double shot followed by a shot of a pickle infused shit.
Yeah.
I was chasing whiskey with vodka pickle juice.
Oh my God.
And I did a couple of those, which is a really fast way to get a lot of drinks in you. I did a couple of those at one bar, and then I think I took a little scooter over to another bar that was closer to my house.
Uh-huh.
I was at Bar None first, and then I went to Monkey Bar.
Oh yeah.
Both
Yeah.
have delicious pickle shots, and we'll
Delicious
serve
pickle
you a
shots.
double shot of whiskey.
No problem. No question asked.
And I thought I was getting picklebacks, but I got incredibly drunk, incredibly quickly, and then I don't recommend doing that
No.
because I don't know how long it happened, but I know I left the Monkey Bar and then I woke up on the sidewalk next to my house.
Oh no.
It was a couple blocks. I woke up with the sun coming up, so I was like, I either stayed at that bar late or I've been asleep on the sidewalk for like 3 hours.
Oh,
And
oh man, dude.
sorry, Mom and Dad, if you had to hear that one. I was fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I woke up and then I was living with a partner at the time, and I was like, she's gonna be pissed. But she was working a brunch, so I got home just in time to like go home and purge myself of because also I was full of spirits and pickle juice. There is a bit of a if you're chasing with pickle juice, there is a point where you have just drank a lot of pickle juice, which is also not super great on the tummy.
No, not great.
And then I just sort of I cleaned up, and then I woke up in full clothing that I just slept on the sidewalk with. Woke up on the couch, and my partner at the time, she was just like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Nothing." I was just really drunk, which was true.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeez. That's so funny.
What a
dude.
great story.
I loved it.
Sorry.
Well, it's okay. Well, chasers.
Choose your chasers wisely.
Choose them wisely. Choose them wisely. It's kind of crazy. So it's another French one, which the term "josser." I'm gonna try to say it French.
You need me to see it?
Josser. Josser. It just means it chases. It's is what it
Chassé?
Chassé.
That's got to be closer to what you were doing.
Yeah.
Escoffier, Chad.
Escoffier. But it dates back to the 1400s in Europe. Pubs and bars where people would pair low strength beers with their whiskey. So they would chase whiskey with beer, which is my favorite chaser. I love doing a little shot in a beer. It's delicious.
Beer in a shot, baby.
Come on. That's
One of my faves.
It's one of my faves. Absolutely. In English, it was actually first used when from using a chaser for like coffee and tobacco because of the bitterness of coffee and tobacco. But the specific term came to America In 1894, people started using it for soda chasers and juice chasers and things like that. So yeah, pretty rich history in drinking. Our culture has, or America has. Actually,
Damn.
European and all cultures have. Yeah.
People be drinking, baby.
Dude, it's literally
Yeah.
created society.
I took us on a long journey there
No, I
with our
enjoyed
terms.
it.
So
Yeah.
you wanna close her up with that term?
I do. I'm going to close her up with one more thing.
Oh shit!
One more thing,
You
guys.
got a bonus
Oh, this is a bonus one.
term just for the kids.
Yeah, these aren't, and these actually, like, we're going to get a list of terms because everybody knows the good old bar mat shot, where you take,
Ew.
you know what I'm talking about, where you take all the liquids.
Have you done that before?
I have never. Have you done that before?
Not once.
No, I would
I've
never.
jokingly been like, "Who is really want a shot?"
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure people have, but
Oh, people definitely have. But here, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I want to see your reaction to some of these. Because, all right, so I don't think many people have done that, but there are different names for it
for that thing.
throughout the country, where you take all the liquids in the bar
All right.
mat, you pour in a shot. New Jersey Turnpike.
I'm gonna just accept that one.
Yeah.
I don't even care about the rest of them.
Oh, get ready, bro. A gutter shot.
All right.
An old shoe, which is like, it's like
Stinky.
dirty panties, which, depending on the panties. Buffalo sweat. Gross. My
I
favorite.
can't believe you said gross after buffalo sweat and not after dirty panties or old shoe. You fucking kidding me, dude?
I mean,
Get your priorities in order, buddy.
this is the term I use, the Matt Dillon.
What? The Matt Dillon.
Yeah.
How's Dillon spelled?
Dillon.
Oh, okay, so those Dillons.
The Matt Dillon, yeah.
I need to know a lot more, but I need to know more about the association of Dillons and Matts and
Exactly. They must have been.
the old Matt.
the
That's
old
the
Matt
one
Dillon.
you use. I'm screaming right
I
now.
love-
The Matt Dillon.
Yeah, the Matt Dillon. I love that one. I think that's hilarious.
Do you think it's named after a specific guy named Matt Dillon?
Oh, absolutely. Matt Dillon. The famous Matt Dillon.
You should have started. You should have opened with Matt Dillon, dude.
It's a
What the
good
fuck
one.
is that?
It's
That's
great.
awesome.
It's LA Freeway. This is similar to New Jersey Turnpike.
Yeah, I know. That just sounds like the West Coast trying to steal something cool from
Ex-
the East Coast.
That's exactly like rap, Thanks, buddy. Let's bring back the feud. The gray snail, and this is one I liked a lot.
The gray snail.
Yeah, the gray snail's kind of boring. Somebody calls it just the birthday shot because it's used when someone is demanding a shot for their birthday.
Ooh. So people have done those shots because there's some bar somewhere. Now that's
So
funny.
they're like, I should get a free shot. It's my birthday. Can I get a free shot?
All right.
All right.
I got a free shot for you.
Yeah, one birthday shot coming up.
Jesus. That's some waiting shit.
That is some waiting.
Still
shit.
waiting.
Absolutely.
I'm referring to the films.
Oh, I did not enjoy waiting. We'll get into movies another time. Note for self: don't bump the table. We'll get into movies. It just like made me go, soon. But I just did not enjoy waiting a lot.
I just don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just hitting buttons at this point.
It's so fun. This is our first time. Hopefully, all these angles have worked well.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Whatever, man.
Yeah. Whatever, dude. Whatever.
We're fucking. We're new here.
We are. we're figuring this studio out. But
dude, I mean, what's your favorite? I like Matt Dillon.
I think Matt Dillon's the funniest, bro.
We got more to cover with that.
We really
So
do.
I guess there's going to be a part 2 to terms.
Yeah, we barely scratched the surface.
Holy
There's
shit.
a ton of other
Holy
terms.
shit, buddy.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It was a fun one, right? Yeah.
We're just going to stop. I'm going to hard stop it right there.
Let's do it, man. Absolutely. Well, guys, man.
Thanks for listening.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Amelia, for listening.
Yeah.
Maybe by choice. Maybe mostly by
Her dad
said you
forcing
had
her
to be
hair.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a good time.
It's a good time, man.
No, we tried to keep him a little on the short side. This ran a little over. I don't give a shit.
No, that was a fun one, man.
I mean, I give a shit. I care.
Okay.
But I care
Yeah.
about you.
I care about you too, buddy.
I care about anyone listening.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't care about Chick-fil-A or people that want to defend them.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
But thanks for listening to Who the Fuck Closed Last Night. We'll catch ya. We're going to close up.
Yep.
So we'll have you asking who the fuck closed last night when we open up the next one.
All right, guys. Until next time. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Who the Fuck Closed Last Night. Hope you guys enjoyed that as much as Millie slightly enjoyed listening to it live. As always, we have another song from Blake D. right now. Check him out on Instagram at Blake D. Wright, R-I-T-E. And check out his badass. He's working on a new piece of his artwork. He's doing like a dark clown series. It's sick. And check all that out at internetslang_LTD. Be on the lookout. He's got a gallery coming soon. He's got a show, man. So we're going to talk more about that. We might even have him on the podcast to talk about it. But guys, have a good week. Take care of the people around you. We love you. This has been